everybody, it's Alexa and welcome back to my channel. As you guys saw from the title, today's just gonna be a little bit of an update about dropping out of college and what I'm doing with my life and where I've been. So let's get into it. So to start off with, if you guys are consistent followers of my channel, are subscribed, follow me on my social media and stuff, then you guys know that last month, which was November, I hit a little bump in the road towards the middle/end of the month because I ended up having an emergency appendectomy. Now, having to get your appendix out in general is never really a walk in the park or a good thing, but when it happens towards the end of the semester, while you're in an intense program and finals are just like a week or two away, it's really hard, and I can tell you that from experience. But I made it through it, I worked through it, I did my best. The point of this story is that I worked my off this semester. Now, normally I don't have a potty mouth, I just want to throw that out there, but this video is gonna be an exception and a little bit different. I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm mad, I'm frustrated, and I just have all these emotions that I need to get off my chest, and what better way to do it than share it with you guys? Time to share everything with you guys anyways. And some of you are probably just gonna click out of this video anyways, and so be it if that's what happens, but I'm just gonna talk to you guys, and yeah. So, if you don't know, I am in the respiratory therapy program at my school, and this was my first semester. And I knew going into it, it was going to be hard and there was going to be a lot of work, but when you've never had classes that are the way the respiratory therapy classes are, it's hard. And I know that probably sounds so confusing, but like what I'm trying to tell you guys is that like with this program, I had to learn completely new ways to study, and towards the end of the semester, I felt really good. I felt really confident with the last chapter test we took the week before finals and then all my finals tests. There's this one class, and we call it crap class. That's not what it actually is. It's cardio, renal, anatomy, and physiology, and yeah, I don't even really know the full name because we call it crap and have from day one. But that is the one class that I like really struggled with. There were a lot of concepts and numbers and equations you had to remember, and there are just some concepts for this class that I can't get, and I still worked through it. I would literally come home from class and I would study until dinner, and then I would go to the dinner table with everyone, and then after that I would study. And I really thought I had it. For the respiratory therapy program I'm in, we have to have C+ across the board for all of our classes, and I honestly thought I had it. It sucks because on that Thursday I had my final for my respiratory equipment class, and after taking the final I was really confident. And after we took that final, we went to our lab and we started filling out information for clinicals, because as long as you pass all your classes with C+, you get to move on to clinicals in the spring, which just essentially means you get to go to a bunch of different hospitals and work with patients and go in, get more experience, and actually be in the hospital. And so after we took our equipment final, we went and we all filled out paperwork. And so filling out this paperwork made everything seem so real, and I was getting so excited. And you know how like there's that quote, I can't remember the exact quote, but it's something along the lines of, if your dreams don't scare you, you aren't dreaming hard enough. My dreams were finally scaring me, but it was like a good scared. That probably sounds so stupid, but it was a good scared. And on December 16th, I got all of my grades back, and I woke up and I had an email, and I went and I checked it, and the first line was, Alexa, I am sorry to tell you this, but you didn't get a C+. And hearing that was so hard, and I don't want to cry in this video, but I know it's gonna happen. But just hearing that I didn't get that C+ and that I don't get to go on to clinicals this spring sucks. It sucks. And I think the hardest part is the fact that, you know, I was so close. I got a C-. I was within a couple points of having that C+, and it just sucks because I felt so confident and I was beginning to get so excited for clinicals, and then I got my other classes back and I got a worse grade in the easiest class ever than I did in my equipment class. I got a solid B in my equipment class, which I never thought was gonna be possible, and I did it. And then in like our basic patient care class, I got a B-. I don't know how, but that was like literally the easiest class ever, and I got a B-. I did better in a class that I thought I was gonna do way worse in. And I think the worst part about all of this is having to tell my family about it and my friends that I've met in the program, because at this point I only know of one other person who didn't pass, and thank God I still have her if I choose to go back, which I will talk about in a minute. I've met so many amazing people in this program, and I know a ton of them watch this and they know know who they are and stuff. And it's just like, for once in my life, I felt accepted by people and I felt like I was where I should belong. And there were days where I was down and they picked me up. And with this program, it's such a small program that there aren't enough kids to fill classes each semester. So the classes they offer in the fall are only classes they offer in the fall, and classes in the spring are only classes they offer in the spring, and so on. So essentially, if I want to continue on with the program, I have to wait until the fall of 2017 to repeat this class I didn't get a C+ in, and essentially start over. And at this point, I don't even know if it's worth it. I mean, I graduated high school in 2013 when I was 18. I am now 22 years old and still have no degree. If I continue on with this program, I'm not going to graduate until 2019 at the age of 24, and it will have taken me 6 years of schooling to get an associate's degree. And I just have so many like emotions inside of me, and this is what I want. I want to be a respiratory therapist. I want to go on and become an asthma educator. I know what it's like to be a patient with asthma, and I want to be that person to be able to help kids with asthma and help other people with asthma. I want to come back in the fall of 2017 and start the program over and stuff because I want this and I'm not ready to quit. So the question is, what do I do in the meantime? And all my friends in the program have been so awesome and so supportive of me and have been pushing me to come back in the fall because they don't want to see me give up. And so many of them have volunteered to help me and text me almost daily and check in on me. And I guess the main message I want you all to take away from this is that it's not the end of the world if you fail a class. I know it probably seems like I'm taking it as it's the end of the world that I failed a class, but it's not. I guess this semester I thought I was invincible, and so at this point with school I now have to think about what I want to do. And I know that it's all up to me and that this video is probably pointless to so many of you, but I want to have this kind of stuff to look back on so that when I do graduate and when I do get a good job, I have this to look back on and I can say, you know, I made it through this and I didn't quit, and you know, I hit a bunch of bumps in the road, but I still did it. Essentially, this was just supposed to be an update for you guys. But with all this being said, just take away a few things from this video. If you are struggling like I am, know you're not alone, because it happens in life and it sucks. But you know what? In the end, everything will all work out. So I think I'm gonna go and wrap up this video because I think I've gone on for like an hour now. If you guys would like me to do more like sit down, being honest with you guys, just talking to you guys, opening up to you guys videos, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It'll just notify you every time I upload a new video. Be sure to follow me on my other social media platforms. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, I have Snapchat, I have Pinterest, I have Facebook, and all my links are always listed in the description box. I am going to go now, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.